Paragraph, and today we are going to start one of the major section of secondary school mathematics, geometry. So we are starting from vocabulary and basic notation. In the first section, we are going to introduce some vocabulary and basic notation of the all geometric shapes and its component. So let's we start. So first thing is that point. So point is basically the geometric shape which created by the tip of pen or pencil, and it's denoted by a dot representing on the 2D paper. We use as a dot symbol for the point, and for mathematically representing it we use any capital letter of alphabet. Another thing is that the point has no length, breadth and thickness. So it's one of the basic terminology or basic geometric figure. The next one is the line. So line is basically the collection of points or arrangement of points in a particular path which never going to be end from both the end, or it's a set of point. So line is defined by this way. The two ends are denoted by arrows. It means it's never going to be end. Its length is infinite. So if we did want to denote any line, so here A and here B. So if you want to represent line mathematically, so write A and B together, and upon that the symbol of line. After that, the another thing is that there is no thickness. Line has no thickness. Next one is third one, line segment. So line segment is also the collection of point or set of point which has a defined length. The line has a not defined length, but line segment has a defined length. We can measure the length of the line segment, and it has a two defined endpoint or fixed endpoints. So if this is a line segment AB, if we want to represent it mathematically in the equation, so we just write A and B together, and upon that the symbol of line segment. Next one is a ray. So ray has a basically one fixed point and one non-fixed point. Or so ray is basically generated from one point and extended to infinitely. So if this is ray AB, if you want to represent ray mathematically, so just we write A and B together, same as we did previously, and just put a symbol of the ray upon that. Next one is the parallel and intersecting lines. So so parallel lines are those lines which are never meet at any point. Those types of lines are called parallel line. And another most important thing, between two parallel lines there is a fixed distance, and this distance is constant or same or equal at each and every point of lines. The another one is intersecting line. So intersecting lines are those lines so intersecting lines are those lines one only one common point. between them. This is common point B. So this common point is in the both the line, and this point is called the point of intersection. Most important thing for the intersecting line is when two lines are intersect each other, it's create four angles. So we go to learn about what is the angle in the next section. Then the transversal. So transversal is basically mean if any line or any common line intersect more than one line in distinct point. So that line is called transversal. So if this line is L, this is M, and this is N, and this is Q, so Q is the transversal of line L, M, and N. So any common line or any line which intersect more than one line in distinct point, it's called transversal. We are also going to learn some concept related to the transversal line in the further section or further tutorial. The next one is the coincident line. So the basically coincident line are those lines which are overlapping on each other. If suppose this is line AB and this is line CG, so these two lines we can say that are coincident line. It means all the point which lays on line AB are the point on the line CD, and which points are on line CD also the points on the line AB. Now in the next section we're gonna introduce some another terminology related to angles. So first we get idea about angle. What is angle? So angle is basically means it's a geometric figure or geometry created by two rays which are producing from one common point. Let's suppose this common point is B, this point is A, and this point is C. So from the B there are two rays are generated, BA and BC, and by those two rays the shape is created, it's called the angle. The part or the region or the area between two rays, it's called the interior or the interior part of the angle, and the area or region outside the AB and the AB and BC, it's called the exterior of angle. For exterior part of the angle, B is called the common point or vertex from where the two rays are generated, or it's called the vertex of the angle. One another thing is ray BC and ray AB are called arms of the angle. Also, if we want to represent angle mathematically, we use this symbol and we can write the name of angle by two ways. Either we start from A and go on the clockwise direction, or either we start from C and go, sorry, either we start from A and go in anti-clockwise direction, and either we start from C and we go on clockwise direction. So let's we do both the way. So angle ABC or angle CBA. In both the case, the vertex of the angle is always come middle of another two alphabets. Now, the types of the angle, the basic types which are used in regular geometry problem. So first one is the acute angle. Acute angle means basically less than 90 degree. The angle which are less than 90 degree are called acute angle. Suppose this angle x, if the x or any angle which is less than 90 degree, it's called acute angle. Another one is obtuse angle. The obtuse angle is basically greater than 90 degree. Let's suppose one angle is greater than 90 degree. This is angle x, and if it's greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree, so those types of angle are called obtuse angle. Another one is this right angle. So the angle which has a measure exactly 90 degree, it's called the right angle. Right angle is always denoted by the square angle notation. So the angle which has a measure exactly 90 degree, it's called the right angle and is always represented by the square representation of angle. So square angular representation. After that, the next one is straight angle. So the straight angle is basically the angle which has value exactly 180 degree. It's called the straight angle. The angle which has value exactly 180 degree, it's called the square angle. Sorry, straight angle. Next one is reflex angle. So reflex angle is that angle which is greater than 180 degree but less than 360 degree. Let's suppose this is angle x. So here the x is greater than 180 degree but less than 360 degree. So those types of angle which are between 180 and 360 degree, it's called the reflex angle. Last one is complete angle. So the complete angle is basically exactly 360 degree. The The angle which has a measure exactly 360 degree, it's called complete angle. The another one is complementary and supplementary angle. So the complementary, which means the sum of, if the sum of two angles is 90 degrees, so those angles are called pair of complementary angle. Let's suppose two angles, one is x and another one is y. So if the sum of angle x plus angle y equals to 90 degree, so this called, or it's called, the pair of complementary angle. The another one is supplementary angle. So the angle, two angles which we are adding both of them and get 180 degrees, so it's called the pair of supplementary angle. Let's suppose this is angle x and this is angle y, and if we gonna add both of them, angle x plus angle y, and we got 180 degree, so this angle is called a pair of supplementary angle. So here clear that the complementary angle, it means sum of the two angle is 90 degree, it's complementary. And if the sum of the two angle is 180 degree, it's supplementary angle. If the two angles are added and they creating a line, so it's called linear pair of angle. It means if the sum of two angle is 180, it's also called linear pair of angle, but both are adjacent angle. We learn about the adjacent angle in the next session. So here we learn all the basic terminology of angle and lines and line segment related to geometry. Now we in the next section we are going to solve some problem based on these concepts. So if you find this section is useful or helpful in your study, please like, share this video, and thank you so much for watching this video. Have a nice day and see you in the next session.